So right here, I'm going to sketch the spiral nebula with a chalk pencil, kind of get an idea of what I'm going to be painting. Now I'm going to take some titanium white and kind of fill in the area that I want and just pretty much paint what I feel I need to paint, not going by any pictures or anything. Right now I'm just kind of free flow painting, dry brushing it, tapping it, kind of just doing what I'm thinking about, what a spiral nebula kind of looks like in my head, which makes it a lot of fun when you kind of just do your thing and just have fun with it. So right now I'm using golden titanium white acrylic paint. I'm using my Iwata HPC top fed airbrush and kind of just misting around, giving it that circle effect. Kind of looks like a yin and yang almost. After I add this titanium white and use a transparent blue over the top, it'll give a nice glowing effect. Right now what I'm going to do is take my airbrush texture stencil and kind of give it some texture where I think it needs to be around the nebula. Kind of like a cloudy effect. Broken clouds. Just move it around here and there. Real light spray. So continuing with the transparent white, I'm just misting around the outside and wherever I think I want it, that haze look. Real light, real transparent. Continue doing this. Right now I'm going to take some transparent Createx paint, light brown, and I'm going to use a liner brush and just put some thin lines in the clouds to give it that space cloud effect. So I'm taking a toothbrush and putting the stars. I love using a toothbrush because you can actually aim with it and move it in the way you want it to go. Like towards the ends of the nebula, you can just kind of put a lot of paint so it kind of looks like the stars are shooting upwards or downwards. I'll put more stars in the middle than on the outsides, because there's a cluster of stars in the middle of the nebula. Now I'm going back to the light brown, create text, transparent paint, and I'm going to spray some over the center of the nebula, just around the outsides. I want the inner part to kind of glow white, so I'm just kind of moving it around where I think it needs it. Now I'll take some transparent bright blue and add some blue to the outside part to give it a nice blue glowing effect on the outside. I'll spray all the stars, everything that is white, I'll paint it bright blue. I always use transparent paint to give a good layering effect. Kind of makes the paint glow when you put transparent paint on top of other paint, and you just keep adding and adding. You can do this with artist brushes also. It just takes a lot longer. You can dry brush in, you can feather in, and you can water down your paint and get that clear glaze on top of other paint. But for me, it takes a lot longer. So I use an airbrush. It's quick because I like painting fast. When ideas come to my head, I kind of want to get them on canvas as fast as possible. So here I'm taking just some titanium white and highlighting a lot of the clouds, bringing out that brightness. Remember I talked about layering paint. You just keep going one on top of the next on top of the next. Gives a nice 3D effect, and it makes the painting really pop, especially after you clear coat it. So I'll just continue doing this wherever I feel it needs some highlights, and kind of just having fun. So I continue doing this, moving the paint around. Now I'll take a toothbrush again and go back over it with some white stars, because remember I painted most of the stars blue. So the white is making the stars really pop now again. And again, it looks like layering. You have the blue stars in the background, the white stars in the foreground. So here's the finished painting. If you guys have any more questions, just comment me and I'll get back to you as fast as I can. And remember, just have fun with it. Don't stress over painting. Painting is supposed to be fun. Just go with the flow. Art has no rules.